Antisocial Socialite. Oh, sugar, honey, iced tea. I told you I was going to deliver a new prop each and every week, and this is a third fan for all my fans. Yoo! What? Get out of here. Go home, Roger. Here we are, episode 74. Woo! Antisocial Socialite. Here I am in the flesh. Well, on your screens, but you guys can come see me if you want. I might not let you in, but you can try. Here we are, episode 74, in this glorious 90 plus degree day again here in Boston. And we just have some shit to talk, you know. First and foremost, we're going to talk about Beyonce's new album, Renaissance. It was great. I would say it's about a 7 out of 10. It's not something that I would be like, oh, that is my go-to album. Slap on, slap on, slap on, slap. It's good. I was listening to it by the pool this weekend, and I was like, all right, I can understand it. I can appreciate it. But it's not always for me, and it's not always about me, right? So I would say it's definitely a good album. I think people are like really ignorant to the sound of, or to the fact, I can't talk, that different sounds can be presented by artists and they have to grow and evolve. Like, do you think that this album sounds anything like Destiny's Child Beyonce? No. Do we need her to stay in that one genre that you like her music from? No. And same with Drake. You know, it might not be suitable for you, but like understand that artists have to grow. And I also think it's quite interesting because like Afro beats are like getting more and more popular. And you know, the fact that new artists are coming out, you can get introduced to new artists, and you know, Beyonce and Drake are like in that moment of like they can capitalize on this sound in ways to introduce fans and, you know, music listeners to different types of artists within that genre. So I think it's pretty cool. Even if it's not for you, just like give it a listen, give it a try. I will tell you I like Beyonce's album a little bit more than Drake's, but I still have like enjoyed listening to them. But what I don't enjoy is like the super censored, we have to be so sensitive that we have to walk on eggshells, and even that term will probably get canceled at some point because people are so goddamn sensitive of the fact of the word spaz. Lizzo had to take it off of one of her songs. Beyonce's now going to take it off of her songs because there is an ableist community. This is the newest set of people that we have to worry about offending and, you know, worrying about discriminating against because they feel like it is a word that is detrimental to the mental health community. I'm not even going to say victims, sufferers, because we all have mental health issues, okay? To me, being spastic or being a spaz is an emotion. It is not necessarily an action, and like, or you could be spastic, yes, and be like go off on somebody, but chances are they deserved it. If you're gonna go spaz out on somebody, chances are they deserved it. So I don't understand why everything has to get canceled and tiptoed around because somebody has a problem with this, right? How many times have you heard people in your lifetime being like, that's so gay, ugh? When they don't like something, it annoys them, that they just are not like fond of. That is so gay. Okay, very juvenile. How many times have you heard somebody say, oh, that's so retarded? So retarded, man. Oh, you're so retarded. As an insult, as a put down, right? Us as a society, we have now like decided that those words really are discriminatory against certain groups of people, whether you are mentally disabled, behavioral issues, you're homosexual, you know, different things like that. I understand why we don't use those terms. I don't really like using those terms. Have I used them in the past? Absolutely, because you are a bold-faced liar if you have never used one of those terms before. But that was also probably like a good 25 years ago, and it wasn't even on like heavy rotation in my vocabulary, right? So it's like, people need to understand that you grow, evolve, change. Lil Wayne for like solid, 3 years, probably starting in 2007 to 2010, was saying no homo on like all of his songs. Right? So that was okay for him to say no homo, but like now we don't hear it anymore because maybe he loves homos. Who doesn't? Well, there's a lot of people that don't. That's a discussion for a different day, different episode. Saying the word spaz to me is not discriminatory. I can't even talk today. Discriminatory against a group of people. So if I ever pull that word back out from the 90s and want to use the word spaz or want to use the word spastic, I am going to fucking do so, because I think sometimes words that are not in your like everyday vernacular sprinkled into convo make for a great fucking discussion, right? So I'm going to say spaz, so Lizzo can remove it from her album, Beyonce can remove it from her album. If I ever choose to like use that word again, I would have no fucking regrets. Ableists, focus on the right things. People that are able-bodied that are discriminating against people that are not able-bodied. That could be physical, that could be mental, whatever. We need to fucking rein it in and like decide what the fuck, and like let's like do it on a macro level and not take like every individual word and decide that it is offensive towards a particular group of people. With that being said, Sprite plastic bottles are transitioning from green to clear because, you know, the Coca-Cola company decided that it's easier to be recycling clear plastics than it is green plastics. And I saw an article on Facebook, of all places, right? I think it was like some Fox News outlet, but I don't think it was Fox News itself. It was like a local station. That there was some like boomers in the comments that were talking about the fact that liberals ruin everything, and that green bottled Sprite is going to taste better than clear bottled Sprite, and how everybody is so sensitive, where Coca-Cola company literally spells it out in the article that they're trying to like, you know, make sure that like the plastics are reused and recycled, and this is just a way in which they can like make that happen, right? Because green plastic is like harder to process, right? Because it has color in it, and you know, repackaging and repurposing, like, I don't know. So liberals are at fault for that. Liberals are at fault for everything, and Republicans don't do anything wrong, guys, because they love Jesus. But anyway, Capitol riots, that's also another spastic thing, because we've been hearing about it for like fucking 8 months now. Well, no, 7 months, but like I'm over it. But one guy literally just got 7 years in jail. So I'm pretty sure he is a snowflake, and he's gonna have problems because he thought his white privilege was gonna get him out of this. But guess not. Like, because if you're a domestic terrorist and you have levels of escalated charges against you, chances are you're not going to get off scot-free. So sorry to you, sir, but we are not sorry. Fuck all the way off. And then another thing that we have to look forward to for 2022, now that we have COVID, we're like old pros at COVID, 2.5 years down. We have monkeypox that is affecting planet Earth right now, and Governor Newsom just claimed it to be a state of emergency in California, and I'm pretty sure New York already did that last week. So here we are, the non-COVID believing, anti-vax people are like, fuck, it's a visual thing. People are gonna know that I have monkeypox, so let me fucking get a vaccine. And I think this is hysterical, because I'm just like, I thought you didn't want vaccines. I thought, but now that it's a physical appearance, and not just like an internal like coughing, having trouble breathing type thing, yeah, I think it's like hysterical. But you know what? Enjoy yourself, enjoy the vaccine, because if it's available to me and it becomes an issue in Massachusetts or in the United States or globally, I will get the vaccine, because I'm not trying to get fucking all over me, right? I'm all set. But I also like felt the same way about COVID. I'm gonna choose to get a vaccine because I would like my lungs, I would like my life, you know, just like small things. But because it's like such a very prominent physical thing, people are now concerned. So they didn't care and acted like fucking, I don't even know. I could use a derogatory term right now, but why do that, right? Because I'm trying to talk about things like this in a professional, mature manner. No, but they're just being spastic about COVID and monkeypox and all that shit. So, I just don't have time for that. But literally, I don't have time for it. I need to get to work. I will see you guys hopefully next week, episode 75. It's going to be the wrap-up of season 5. And yeah, we're going to have a blast. I don't know what we're going to do. We'll probably record it, the night prior. Like I always do shit like that. But we're going to have a good time, right? Okay, so just tune in next week. I'll see you guys later. Antisocialite out.